intro right quick.
The World According to Task, the most important podcast on the planet, with your host, Robert Task Smith.
One Fly, you know what an ETF is?
I do not. I'm one of those people.
All right, great. Well, check this out, One Fly.
I'm sorry that I'm taking you out of your topic.
No, it's good, because I want to talk about ETFs because ETFs are so dope. So what an ETF is, it stands for Exchange Traded Fund. So it's like a mutual fund, which is a group of stocks. So in this particular one, it's U.S. Aerospace and Defense. So it's the companies that make the bombers and the companies that make the guns, just like he said. But it's not one company. It's a group of companies.
Just like XCL.
So
if you want to talk about that one as well.
Hold on. Let's drill into this one right quick because we can learn something from this. So when you look at this particular company, if I go to holdings, this will show all the companies that is inside of this fund. So the top 10 holdings right here. You see Lockheed Martin, Boeing.
Oh, wow. Okay, great. Oh, yeah. Raytheon.
And it's just the top 10, and this is the weight.
10, yeah.
The weight of it right here. On the other one I like to go to, it actually has. I'll take us there in a second. So One Fly, when you invest in an ETF, exchange traded fund, it's treated just like a stock, except it's not a stock. It's like all of these companies spread out, just like a mutual fund, which makes it extra cool, right? Now, whenever you're looking for
crazy dividends as well.
This one has dividends?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And also XEL and XOP. They got like 250 companies inside of them.
But hold on, I wanna put on some more game, and this is a little bit into how I do my research. But Zacks is a company that ranks ETFs, and I found them because another site had the Zacks rating for an ETF. So if you go into ETFs, you can literally choose what industry you're interested in, and I would strongly recommend ETFs for people who don't know. They don't want to gamble with, all right, I don't want to keep track of this company. I don't want to keep track of this company or even listening to this show. All you want to do is, I know I want to invest in Latin America, or I know I want to invest in technology, or I know I want to invest in aerospace defense or whatever you got, aerospace defense. You choose.
Yeah, or electricity.
So when you do that, you choose a stock that you have one person that is selecting the companies that's inside of it, and that person is held accountable. It's like a coach on an NFL team or NBA team. If he got a losing record, he out of there. They bring somebody else in to run the franchise, and then Zacks ranks them. So when you look at these, like, let's look up your company. What's the name of that? What was that ticker symbol one more time?
ITA or XLE?
The last one we were just looking at. It was the ITA?
ITA, yeah.
All right, yeah. Let me look that up over here. See what they got. All right, so yeah, that's ranked almost the highest ranking right here. You see that 2? They rank it a buy, not a strong buy, but a buy. And
because it's at half price right now.
ETF risk, they even rate the risk right here for you. There's some premium stuff they want you to pay for more details or whatever. But yeah, Zacks is a site that I strongly recommend when you're trying to find these ETFs. One Fight, you have any questions about the ETFs that anybody listening might have? You got any questions?
Yes. I think that, and I haven't done any research on it, but I think that going forward, education-based stocks are going to be on the move. There's a lot of schools that are not returning in the fall, so our whole system is going to shift as far as online learning. I don't know if we're ready for it yet, but there's a company out there that should be trying to get ready for it so they can make a lot of money.
Just like the doctors are doing that. Because I had an appointment on the doctor the other day, and it was by telecommunication. I forgot the name of that stock.
So Jada Kid, we just, the last show, Danny 2 times was talking about telehealth.
Telehealth, that's it right there.
Yeah.
telehealth is a big thing. If you listen to the first show, he talks about that. And we're gonna eventually get into a little breakdown of that industry, introduce everybody to that industry or whatever. But One Fly, you had a question about or any thoughts about ETFs?
I didn't know what they were, but I am interested. I'm gonna do some research later on, and I'll probably invest in one tomorrow.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Now remember, they not gonna be moving crazy like a regular stock.
Yeah, it's a slow burn.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
There
But
you
they great companies inside of them.
go. Intro right quick.
The World According to Task, the most important podcast on the planet, with your host, Robert Task Smith.